Okay, so there we go. We beat Aquaman. And now we're going to move on to either Swordman or Searchman. And from the look of it, I want to say it's Swordman that we go after next. Yes, Swordman is our next target. As for those 2 bolts I missed, I'll go back and get them if there's like another upgrade I want that could use those bolts, but I think I'll just keep moving on, honestly. From what I remember, Swordman's level is kind of a puzzle level, which is kind of cool. But it can be kind of irritating if you don't know what you're doing, honestly. Okay, let me look at the requirements really quick. Okay. So basically, you have these 4 trials. And the goal is to, basically, the 4 weapons we got from the beginning of the game, they can be used in these trials. So, for instance, this is the electric trial, I believe. Where we can use the electric chain. Look, you have that grappling hook again if you want to use that. Okay, there's a bolt. And obviously, if that ceiling comes down, you're dead, so don't let that happen. Now, before you get the pearl to exit, hit this switch. That's so the game actually knows you completed the trial. Sometimes you can grab the pearl and not flip the switch, and then nothing will happen, so just don't let that happen. Let's go ahead and go over here, because I think there's another bolt in this area, too. This is the flash bomb one. And I believe, yeah, that bolt is only available in the PlayStation version, or the Anniversary Collection version. You cannot get that in the Saturn version of the game. Which I do appreciate because, as I mentioned before... Shoot, what do I have to do here? Is there some kind of sequence I have to do? There's definitely some kind of sequence. What am I doing wrong? Okay, that's wrong. Yellow, blue. Okay, it's yellow, red, blue, I think is the sequence. Yellow, red, blue. There we go. I'm about dead, though, so that's not great. Whatever, I beat it. I beat it! Got done with that trial. We can move on to the next one. Okay, looks like we have the ice. This one can be kind of annoying, because you use the ice's power to essentially melt those, or freeze those, not melt those. They will melt after a while. I guess that's what I was thinking of. But yeah, I think that fire can kill you in one shot, which is why you need to be careful. And what's annoying about this is this is not really a great weapon to use against fighting normal enemies. So, like, those bats, for example, you can just kind of get screwed by those. And you want to keep moving, because if the ice gets too far ahead of you, it'll spawn or despawn, so you'll die probably to the next fire you see. Which can make this kind of tedious to do. So definitely use like a lot of sliding. Come on! And like sometimes I feel like it despawns anyway. Like even if like it's not supposed to, it still despawns, which can really screw you up. Which is just really, really annoying. It's a cool stage though, but my god. It's a cool stage, but make sure like the puzzles actually work to begin with. I'm gonna be a little careful about this. I'm not gonna advance until I'm ready to advance. Okay. Boom. No! Freaking bats. I don't care what you... So yeah, like that. Thankfully, it's a very short puzzle, but still. Okay, and the last one we have is the tornado puzzle. This puzzle really annoyed me the first time I saw it, because like I didn't quite get what you had to do. But yeah, what you need to do is you need to push this thing over, and then in some cases you'll have to use the tornado hold, but not all cases. Like right here, yeah, I'll have to use the tornado for this if it works properly. And then yeah, just these guys just get in the way like a lot too, which is really annoying. Come on. Okay, let me wait till they get over here, I guess. There we go. There we go. And, like, that's weird right there, how sometimes, like, it won't go over, but other times it will. Seriously? There we go. I think this is the... Yep. There we go. That's it for the puzzle, the main part of the level. There's still more, obviously, but we're done with that anyway. Okay, there's another, Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure I knew where I was going. Oh, another boss, I think. Hello. Oh, shoot. Damn it! Oh my god. These bosses sometimes, seriously. Okay, I'm gonna try using special weapons for this boss. This way I can just focus on jumping and not really much on other things. Plus, it seems to be doing more damage to him anyway. Okay, got him. Oh, hooray for that. And we have the last Rush upgrade, too, which I believe is called the Rush Bomber. It's a lot like the Rush Health one that I got earlier. But instead of dropping health items, which is what the Rush Bomber does, or what the Rush Health does, the Rush Bomber actually drops projectiles that'll hurt enemies. So it can be kind of helpful, but not so much against bosses, since a lot of bosses are actually immune to it. They're either immune to it or like they're too focused on something else. So, like, they'll move a lot, and then, like, Rush will end up missing anyway, so I wouldn't recommend using it as a boss killer. Mainly because you can't as much, really. Come on! Why couldn't I slide under there? Seriously. I'm almost out of lives, which is really annoying. Well, I'm out of lives now. Well, no, I'm not. Well, I'm out of extra lives. My god. Come on, there we go. Okay, let's try this again. But yeah, I think it's probably starting to show where, like, I don't think this game is necessarily bad. And, like, there are some good things about it, but, like, I don't know, just some design choices that I'm not a fan of. And because of those choices, it can be making through, like, especially the later half of the game, just really frustrating. Okay, thankfully I don't think we have to fight the boss again. Thankfully, we're just at this part now, which is good. But my god. I think after the puzzle, you'd be about done with this level, but no. There's definitely more to this level to go, for sure. Especially this part right here. There we go. Come on! Give me time to react to something first. Jesus. Okay, so apparently you have a little more time here than what you think. Doesn't make it any less annoying, though. Okay. I feel like this is something right here, but I don't want to think about it right now. Let's just keep going up so we can get to the end. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. Well, there's a brown ceiling. That's what I was looking for. Apparently there's stuff up there that I can use, but, like, it's too late now. Okay, yeah, it's too late now. Basically, you're supposed to use a flash bomb right there, and then you can climb up for another bolt. But, whatever. So for this one, I believe I need the water ability that we got, the water balloon. Also, Swordman looks freaking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Really cool looking robot master. But he can be difficult. Oh, thank God. I actually got kind of lucky there. Only took like 2 hits, I think. There we go. Swordman is done. We only have one more Robot Master left. So with that, we get the Flame Sword, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with the Flame Sword. Like, if you go back to Grenade Man stage, you can destroy some of the pieces of dynamite that are in there, and get access to some extra bolts and stuff, but I'm obviously not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and go to Searchman stage. Last Robot Master remaining. 4 bolts you can find here. So yeah, we're in kind of a tropical jungle now. And one thing that's actually kind of worth mentioning is I kind of talked about how the Saturn version of this game had extra bosses. Basically, in between the 2 sets, in addition to fighting Duo, in the Saturn version, you'd fight Cutman, like the OG Cutman, in his Mega Man 8 redesign. So that's kind of cool. And in this stage, you actually have a rematch with Woodman from Mega Man 2. So they have some rematches in this game. Also, looks like we're going to be using, if I can find it. I wish the design that they used for the little icon on this was a little better. Wait, was that the bolt? Did I get a bolt? Like, I think there's a bolt there. Maybe that's the bolt. I think there's a bolt down there, though, for sure. And at this point in the game, you definitely have the, that, so you can get up here no problem. Okay, so next room I'm looking for is... Okay. I think it's this room I'm actually looking for. But yeah, like so many of the power-ups are that kind of light bluish color in the top left. You have the lightning hand, the ice shot, and then also the water balloon. They're all kind of the same color, which can be hard to pinpoint them if you're using those icons as your guide, I guess. Okay. Let me just go over here. I think that's the continuation of the stage. Hold on. Okay, I think I went a little too far here. I'll investigate still, but... Yeah, you can use the flame sword to get rid of some of these, which is nice. Oh wait, that's the bolt. Or is that a different bolt? I think that was a different bolt. Well, whatever. I got something out of it, I guess. Here we are in the second half of the stage. You also get health refill whenever you enter the second part of the stage. I kind of like that, too. But again, they kind of treat them like different parts of the stage, so I guess that's understandable. Okay. Where's the electric? I think you gotta, yeah, you gotta use that. I think you can use any weapon to open those, actually. That can be a really annoying jump. I think I'm using this too much. Probably I might want to keep that for later, just in case. Yep, that was a good call. Aha! Bolt. I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, and there's another one. I think. Again, I don't know if this next one is just one that I got earlier that it just didn't, like, properly change over. But we'll see. Flame Sword is pretty freaking cool, though, honestly. Probably one of the best Mega Man melee weapons. Okay. Here's where this can be a pain. One, two, three. Okay, I have to do one, two, three. Okay. There we go. Oh, man, that's scary. I hate that jump at the end there. But once you get past there, you should be fine, because honestly, this boss isn't too bad. Probably one of the easier bosses, especially just because Flame Sword is so good. So yeah, this is Searchman. He's a military camo hero. So yeah, you gotta find him hiding in the bushes. Whatever, I had like low health, so I'll do that again. Okay, I think I did miss a bolt though, but if I did, it was in that like big room with all the spikes and all the grappling hooks. It was just like on a higher level that I couldn't see.
Ready? Yeah, let's go.
That's okay. I honestly do have a lot of bolts to get like a lot of different items, honestly, so. This is honestly just another one of those bosses where even though you can take a lot of damage, you can use your attack faster than he can hit you, so you can just really just kind of like just run it and gun it for that one, or run it and slice it for that one since you're using the sword. But there we go. We got that. Hooray! You beat Searchman. You got Homing Sniper. So I think we'll have another cutscene here, I think. Maybe. I actually don't remember now. No? Okay. going straight to Wily then, but before we do, let's go ahead and go back to the upgrades. So if there's anything cool we can get that now. We have 16, so there's a couple we can get. We can probably get about 3 more upgrades. I want to say the arrow shot's going to be very, very good. The arrow shot for sure. Maybe power shield as well. Because that'll be 11, then I can get a 5 one as well. Which could be the super recover. Not so much that one, since I'm not planning to exit a stage. Don't want that. Exchanger. Don't know if I want that either. That might be a good one. I'm almost thinking the boost part. Maybe the boost part. Or the hyper speed charge. I might be thinking of this, but that's worth 7. I don't know if I want that then. Let's see. And there could be some more bolts left too, so we could get another one potentially as well. Okay. Let me think about this, guys. Okay, I've decided, and it's not the arrow shot I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the laser one. So the laser one's definitely the one I want, honestly. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get the power shield. Get rid of that pesky knockback. And I have 5 left. I can get the energy balancer. I don't want that. I can get the... No. Don't want that. That's not recommended. Let's see. Super recover. This could be useful. I'll put that on hold. Don't really want that. Don't want that. Not sure if I want that. Maybe this. I'm thinking the boost part probably. Let's see, the rapid part and the high speed charge. Oh, I can't get this anyway. If I were to go back and get those 2 bolts that I thought I could get, maybe, but I'm just gonna go for the boost part, honestly. And I'll get something else if I think I can get some more. But one thing that's worth mentioning, since we are kind of at this point now, is it's actually not possible to get all the items. There's only a finite number of bolts, and it's less than the number of bolts you need to purchase everything. So, yeah, you can't actually get 100% in this game. Just a slightly modified variation of 100%. You could try to get all the bolts and purchase as many items as you could, or the maximum amount of items you could, but again, it's not really about that. This is kind of a game where you need to choose your own finish and how easy you want the finish to be. But I didn't mean to go there. Okay, nope. Go away.